Values, Renee Richter. My values are based very much on helping others and improving myself. One of my big values is helping others. That means everything from volunteer work to reaching out and helping with things in the community. The big way I uphold this value is through volunteer work. One of the places I volunteer is the Ronald McDonald Family Room in the hospital, where I help out families who have children in the hospital. One of the other places I volunteer is the Alachua County Crisis Center, where I take 1-800-SUICIDE phone calls, along with Alachua County phone calls from people in crisis. The third place that I help others is Girls Place. It's only during the school year, but I go and spend time with young girls who are like in 1st to 3rd grade. The fourth place I volunteer is the Crisis Text Line, which is the same as the Crisis Center, other than it's over text. And so you can text in from your cell phone, and I'll talk to you and help you work through your issues. And then the last place I volunteer is Reading Pals, where I go and I sit with a 1st grader for a couple hours every week, and they read to me, and I help them work with their grammar and all that sort of stuff. My second value is making decisions. I am one of those people who I like to be in control. I like to know what's going to happen, and I don't want to ever work in a place where other people do that for me. One of the big things is, being able to choose. Do I want to do something? Yes or no? Or, I don't want to be left without options. I like to be able to choose, even though we all know the answer is always C. But still, making decisions is something that's really important to me. I don't want to work someplace where someone else is always in control of my schedule, or always telling me what or what not to do. It's one of those things that isn't necessarily a big deal to everyone, but I definitely uphold the value of, making my own decisions by, choosing what I want to do every day and holding myself to that, whether that's the 16 hours of volunteer work I do every day, or working, or anything like that. It's all up to me what I do. My third value is knowledge. I like to learn, and one of my core values is to learn more as I go on. It's not something I ever want to quit. That's why I'm here at UF, and, I'm here to learn. I'm here to get a degree so I could go on and work with people and continue to learn even more things. I'm majoring in psychology, and that goes back to my other value of helping others. Is I want to be a therapist and help other people, but I also want to learn more as I go on, doing research and other things. I am a double major. My other major is sociology, and that's another thing. I want to learn more. Gerontology is the study of the elderly and aging, and it's also something that I'm really interested in and currently studying. And it's really cool because it's all about how people age and how age affects the brain. And then on top of that, I also have my minor in innovation, which it has a lot to do with, creating and doing new things, and I really enjoy it. And so one of my values really is knowledge and learning new things, and I exemplify that by going to school. My fourth value is creativity. Being able to create and do something new every day is really important to me. And one of the things I do is I knit, which is a lot of fun. I make scarves and hats for people, and then I donate them to homeless shelters or people I know. Another thing I like to do is I like to cook and bake. Everything from trying to cook meat in a new way to just trying different things. It's a lot of fun for me. The third thing I do that is creative that I'm not very good at is drawing. Do you like my little stick figures? Because that's about the best it gets, but it is something I enjoy, so that's important to me. Another thing I do is music. I like to sing. I'm the president of a choir here at UF, and I love it. I love to be able to create, to direct, to do everything. It's a big passion of mine. And lastly, I really like to paint. Once again, not very good, but it's a lot of fun to just try different things and to experiment mixing colors, shapes, abstract. I just really love it. My last important value is human interaction. So to me, human interaction is like getting to spend time with people, working with people, helping people, anything that has to do with being with other people. One of the things I do that like meets that value is I play board games with my friends, and it's a lot of fun. We do all sorts of different things, and it really is a great sort of bonding thing, and it really adds to that, interaction. A second thing I do is volunteering, and everywhere I volunteer, I'm constantly interacting with people. None of it's like paperwork or doing anything by myself. It's always helping people, talking to people, all that sort of thing. Another thing I do is sing in COMAT, which is Community Outreach Music as Therapy. It's a club I'm the president of, and so we go and sing for the veterans in the hospital along with having weekly music therapy sessions. And another thing I do is I'm the president of the University of Florida's online psychology club, and so we meet up bi-weekly and talk about different psychology articles and all that sort of stuff, and that's a lot of fun. Lastly, I play D&D with two different groups of friends twice a week, and that's just a lot of role-playing and social interaction. It's really one of the key things that's important to me.